All right, family. We live once again with the general. You already know what time it is. We got some fire dialogue, commentary, analysis on the shooting at the White House. A lot of people is trying to say it's a false flag. Make sure y'all get over there to Patreon, family. The link is right at the top of the chat. Over 600 exclusive live streams from the general, the sage of the age. No one does it better. Man, we got everything from history, occult, politics, man, military geography. We got it all over there. Make sure your spirituality, get it. Go get it, family. Was the shooting at the White House a Trump false flag? They say the man was damn near advertising his ballroom. Say the ballroom is bulletproof and all of this and shit. And this, did they run a false flag, family? Or is this a third attempt? A third attempt on Donald Trump. Not only was Donald Trump in there, Hedge, Seth, Rubio, JD Vance, all of them was in there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, they trying to, and so I'm looking at this shit. I say, well, how the fuck did he just run up in there? I was looking at the video. It's like, man, if the president, you at war, and you at war, and you at war with motherfuckers that been talking about knocking you off anyway, nigga, it's supposed to be 3 checkpoints. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be 3 checkpoints. Ain't no one damn train. Motherfucker look like he just run straight through the door. It's supposed to been somebody on the outside of the damn door. You understand? The president is in there and all of you, and you got one, and motherfucker just run through. That show you right there. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What kind of, but see, what kind of security? Now, I don't know how it was set up once he got past the fucking, the checkpoint. But he got enough where if he could have popped 2-3 motherfuckers. If he, he shot him in his vest. He got one of the Secret Service officers in the vest. You better be lucky he wasn't throwing no head shots. You know what I'm saying? You come in there straight up and taking 2 to the head, and so the fact that he could run in there and I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, what is you gonna do? I mean, he ran in there he was, but he didn't, it didn't look like he was going far, but he got in. He did shoot past him. Yeah, he did shoot past him. And I would have to see the video from another angle to see what it looked like once he got past the first line of officers. And where at in there was the president? How far was he from the actual ballroom? I would like to see how, what proximity he and how far he was from the ballroom, because, a lot of people are saying it's a false flag, and, they didn't went to his house out there in California, and, and they didn't, he lived with his family and he belonged to some group, and they always on this loan, he operated alone and shit. But these motherfuckers never operate alone. Somebody is, what they call that when you teach it, they weaponizing these cats. They what is the word? If somebody will put it in there, when you indoctrinate. You know what I'm saying? Indoctrinated this month. Say it's a fake. They saying it's a fake. Yeah, because he was just sitting there. He's just sitting there. I guess he figured, and they grabbed JD Vance and shit, and he was looking crazy and shit. So yeah, it was really corny at the end of the day. Cause the guy and shit, what was you trying to, if you was gonna get in there, nigga, you wasn't, did you have a layout? I want to know if the nigga even mapped it so he knew Did he have a layout? Did he know where he was going? He just run through the motherfucking door. I want to know all of this. And the fact that he got through the front door. I mean, shit, you supposed to have some motherfucker stop your ass at the front door. Even the goddamn some of them hotels and shit, nigga, they got somebody on the door. They open the door up for your ass. They don't even let got somebody right there at the door. You know what I'm saying? Open the door up for you. You got to register what is it? When you damn. Reservation, you got a reservation or something like that. You don't just run through the fucking door. It's supposed to be somebody on the front door, you know? And then that'll give the motherfuckers at the checkpoint, once they get ahead, we got something that they can come up, like the linebackers and shit. But then, yeah, 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 you was Obama in there? Oh yeah, was he in there? Was Obama in there? Was Obama in there? It was a whole lot of motherfuckers up in there. But and so yeah, they trying to say dude is Israeli. I like to get to the bottom of that. I like to get to the bottom of that. But yeah, it's really crazy. These days and times, you got to be prepared for anything now. Yeah, shit. I believe the other ones was fake when he got shot. You mean to tell me, motherfucker, gonna hit you on the ear? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker hit you on the ear and shit. That's crazy. And then you gonna stand up there. That shit seems staged. But because when he went down and shit, you know how they do the wrestlers and shit. When they bust they bust one of them packs and shit on. Get up under there and it be fake blood and be fake blood and all that. But you know, I tell you one thing: if it is a false flag, it's still the dilemmas he's in. It ain't gonna. I mean, you're in a war. You're on the Epstein files. So you're gonna have to have a bigger false flag than that. So I guess that was a false flag for the ballroom. He gonna get his ballroom if nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I myself, I don't wanna, it looked cheesy though. Cause nigga, you trying to, if you think you just gonna get to the president by just run, you just gonna run in and shit. You don't think motherfuckers gonna, I mean, come on, man. What kind of shit is that? You gonna have to plan better than that. At least the other motherfucker, I mean, they made it look like he was up on the roof somewhere hiding and shit, which still is crazy because I mean, this motherfucker on the roof. And I mean, damn, I mean, you ain't sweep the motherfucking grounds with a drone. I mean, any drone, you supposed to be, you got the president up there, you supposed to be sweeping the grounds with the drone. You supposed to have 2, 3 drones out there. And you mean to tell me you can't see this man up here on the goddamn roof? I mean, this shit like comical to me, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit is comical to me. And so when I seen the guy run through, he wasn't like he was no technician. Nigga, you trying to hope you could run into the room and you got all these people with guns. I'm like, nigga, you just trying to throw your life away, nigga. If nothing else, maybe they gonna give him maybe he is an Israeli, I want to. If we got to see, we got to look at it and see if he a mole, because they'll put a motherfucker over here, give him a life and shit until it's time to use him, and then they'll lock his ass up and let him out the back door, and he be somewhere else. You won't even know where he at. You know what I'm saying? You won't even know where he at. We locking him up in federal. They'll let his ass out. You won't even know where the fuck he at. And so yeah, But anyway, family, we just letting you know you got to keep your eyes open. Don't believe shit of what you see. You know what I'm saying? Analyze it, critique it, take it apart, meditate on it, come back to it, rethink it, meditate, analyze it, come back a third time and shit. And then, you then then begin to, say what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Then say what it is. Anyway, family, I appreciate y'all, man. Get over to Patreon. I'll be right back in a second. Stay black and black power.